Yeah, and I think I'm just a little shit because fucking grown up. A lot of people don't like this game, and just seeing that for so long, I just want people to see the good in this game that I'm just gonna be too much of a
like
shit.
This game? It's literally a Sonic adventure game. Like they're actually the good ones.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was a unanimous agreement.
Well,
Sonic Forces is the best game. Come on. There's custom characters and levels that play themselves.
Oh, I need to go into the sewer for this.
Okay, but there is a certain like agreeable objective like value to like enjoyable mechanics.
No, everyone likes Sonic Forces.
Maybe that's also because since this game, this version of the game is so inaccessible nowadays without emulation. The only chance people get to play this is just through the buggy DX port. So a lot more issues stem from that as well.
I was about to say, honestly, this game does depend on which version you play, because like the GameCube version is like you're like falling to the map and shit sometimes just out of nowhere.
No, that bug we saw in that Game Grumps clip from a while ago does kind of exist in here, but it's not really hard to do. And literally the only way to do it is in that Emerald Coast, just stop moving.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
these games. How many of these were there?
Oh, tons. I don't know what just happened, but it did.
Don't mind if everything goes blue and you die. I mean, whatever, right?
The button and you can do the light
so it's literally like you have to try to have it happen.
Yeah, and
it's not good. I'm not excusing it, but like you just hold forward throughout that something. That's it.
Yeah, like the Dreamcast version that we're playing here just does have less issues. It does.
Yeah.
It actually in the 30 FPS too. Like when I was playing it through Redream, you can like it's really noticeable, like noticeable choppiness with the 30, and like on the Dreamcast it just looks smooth.
Yeah.
Like the Dreamcast version just is the best version. Unfortunately, you more than likely will obviously not have the Dreamcast version.
Yeah, you're just not gonna have a good time.
I mean, it's not to say that the other ports aren't like not worth buying and whatnot.
Right.
It's just they have more issues.
Well, with the Steam version, that's the only one I can really recommend you play, because you can do a conversion mod that'll make it to the Dreamcast, and it's fairly simple to install.
Yeah, it makes it play like that, and it looks better, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Dreamcast version just looks so much better.
Well, unless you do that, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you could emulate it through Redream, but it does feel a little choppy through Redream. And it's not like that the gameplay is worse by any means, it's just, even on like a smooth monitor, it looks fairly choppy for 30. And that's like a common thing with 30 anyway, on monitors, so like, I get it. But
yeah.
This is the fucking bracelet.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the crystal ring.
This
reduces the time needed to store power for the
I remember grabbing a couple of these.
Yeah, so we got the Lightspeed shoes, and we got the Lightspeed bracelet, which makes us go faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to casino now.
Woo! Gambling! Teach your children bad habits!
Woo!
Oh dear.
Like I wouldn't even call that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like this is not at all an insult to the game. I would not even call that PS2 graphics car. Like
no.
Like that's like
it's kind of
really
cool. You can just drive me over there.
That's like really early like PC games, like Grim Fandango graphics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know,
it's a cop car.
Drive me, whore.
This car is like what I'd expect to see as like a background model in like a PS2 racing game.
Yeah.
Depends on the game though.
Like Burnout or something. You could see like civilian cars in the background like that. I haven't seen.
I don't know. I Burnout. I can't conjure any image in my head, so like I'd have to see a screenshot.
And this is like Burnout, not from like civilian cars in the middle of racing for context for other people. There's like actual background cars behind arrows like once in a while. Those ones are pretty badly textured.
I think this game was started developing probably around 1996, so this might be some inspiration for the cars.
Was it really that early?
Yeah, they started right after that failed Extreme port.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. So I think what you mean is like
they probably started like planning out shit. Like there's actually like on Sonic's 30th anniversary, we actually got leaked screenshots of what the earlier iteration of Sonic Adventure was gonna be with like classic Sonic and Tails.
This game was made on the Knights engine, right?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
No, it can't be.
This could not be the Knights engine. I think they made something.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I saw Sonic Extreme footage on Knights engine, and this, I don't think Knights engine could do this. I don't think. I think this is its own engine.
I don't know. I don't have a cellular device on me.
Yeah. Go.
But while we're at it, while he's doing that, I need to know backstory of all the power-ups. Let's go.
There's no real backstory.
Oh yeah, I know. You're supposed to make one.
Oh, Sonic went to a scientist area, found some scientists, and like, hey.
But he just found that in the casino. Or not the fucking casino. He found it in the fucking station.
Yeah, I'll get there. And he saw these shoes, and they were called Lightspeed shoes, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, damn, I don't have enough rings to afford it, so he left, right?
Okay.
Overnight, there's a store robbery, and they took the shoes. As they were running, they got caught, and in a panic, they threw the shoes in the sewer.
And then it hit some kid in the head, and then he got sent to a penitentiary camp where they had to dig holes in the ground looking for treasure for this crazy bitch. His grandfather had been looking for it.
Right, yeah, and after that, Sonic went to the sewer one day to find a good place to cry alone.
So basically, Sonic is Sam Witwicky, and Tails is the black kid from Holes.
Oh god. Yeah.
When did Knights come out?
On the Saturn?
Yeah. 94 or
Wait,
5.
was the Wii one a remaster or a sequel?
Sequel.
Oh! Okay, so for
Yeah,
clarification,
so-
Pat, in case it was confusing, I've always talked about the sequel then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I never even knew there was an original.
Oh.
This whole time I was so confused when you guys brought up Knights because it was like, oh, the
Fill us
Wii
up,
game.
Rick. There we go.
Because, like, I thought, at least from some stuff that I watched, like, I knew they were going to use it on Extreme. But then fucking What's-His-Face was going to leave the company, so they didn't, right?
You want to know a little fun story? I think during Sonic Extreme or Knights development, there's a team that it was during Extreme. There was a team that was brought in, and they had their own engine already shown. And Yuji Naka said to his employees in Japanese, because he didn't know they spoke Japanese, he said, "Let's just take their fucking engine and one of their guys who knows how to use it." Like straight up. And then the other people heard him. Yeah. And I only noticed because they got recently on Twitter, Yuji Naka blocked Noiti Oshima.
Oh,
Because
dude.
Wait, I thought... Okay, so not only did he steal the Knights engine, but also he threatened to leave the company if the people who made it were going to use it?
No, his engine, I believe. I don't know. It's a little weird. There's a lot of shit going on. But recently, I guess Yuji Naka found out that a lot of people during Battle of the Worlds development had asked for him to like just be removed, and one of them was Noato Oshima, who was like hand in hand with battling alongside Yuji Naka.
Wait, Tails' real name is Miles? That's a nickname?
Miles per hour, yeah.
Miles
Per hour. Yep.
I'm done.
Yeah, what's up?
Bye, Tiger.
Bye, Tails.
They just walked out the front door, so,
Yeah.
But, yeah, Yuji Naka, like, threatened to leave the company over that night shit.
Yeah.
It was...
Like an asshole.
Wait, so he threatened to, or he was gonna steal an engine or whatever. He said he was gonna steal an engine. Whose engine was he gonna steal?
So it was the people working with Extreme, I believe. Look up.
Weren't the people helping with Extreme? Didn't they? I thought they got the engine. They were like, Knights was being worked on.
Where's my phone? I think. Oh, here. I
thought
probably.
Knights
I'm
was
looking
being-
right now. I'm on the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It says right
I
here.
want to give my explanation.
So Yuji Naka is the producer. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So, like, before you say it, I want to give how I remember it. And how I remember it is Yuji Naka was working on Knights, or they had already finished it. And
Yeah.
then there was the second team. There was 3 teams on Extreme, and I believe it was the second team got they were like, oh shit, there's this engine that we can use for the Sonic game, and it was the Knights engine, and they were like, holy fucking shit, you just saved us. And then Yuji Naka was like, fuck you, I'm leaving Sega if you use this engine. Go fuck yourselves.
What?
The team started experimenting, but it was only 2 weeks later when Bernie came back and said they had to immediately stop. This was at the behest of Yuji Naka, who threatened to leave Sega if the engine continued to be used.
And fucking, they were like, we're fucked, because now we can't make this game.
Speaking of which, Pat, here's his explanation, which was posted like 8 hours ago.
I'll read this.
No fucking way. On Twitter. Hey, screenshot that right now.
Alright, the Knights I programmed was coded in full Scratch assembly, so there was no way I could share that engine with people who are making it in C because they don't understand it, and the documentation doesn't exist. All these people who tell these stories are liars. And here's the story that was told here. With Yuji Naka,
Yeah.
with Yuji Naka angry that Extreme tried to use the Knights engine or something similar to the Knights engine. What do you think of Knights being incorporated in the Lost World as in the inclusion of Knights and the Nightmarians in the Devil's Six bonus edition? I only heard that Naka-san was adamant about keeping the Knights engine private. I also recall a rumor that Knights engine was shared with the STI crew. I'm not sure if Naka-san was asked, but if the rumors were true, he said no, and then the engine was shared anyway. I would completely understand being angry, but all of this is speculation only. As to the Nightmare content in the Lost World, I think it's great nodding to previous material. As always, voters for fans, I'm all for it. And
Wait, okay, so first of all, can I just say something to quickly interject?
Yeah.
That sounded like the most polite. He even emphasized the fact that he was speculating.
Yeah. And there's one more thing that looks like you posted about it too. Knight's program was so special that it's impossible to use it for anything, and I have never even heard of anyone wanting to use it. Saturn was designed to be the most powerful 2D hardware, so 3D was very difficult. I really have problem with people telling lies. Which, by the way, this is not true. I know, because the Sonic Extreme team went out of their way to explain that Knights was such a breeze to work with that they actually thought they'd be able to finish the Sonic Extreme project before it got pulled from them.
Which, by the way, is what was canceled, and then they decided to shift focus to this game to make after that game was canceled, which is what I was just reading on the Wikipedia.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Put it on the screen.
Scroll up.
Think about it.
Oh, yeah. Let me pause.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's another thing I want to show you earlier. It's more so people confirming what I was talking about earlier, that like basically it's like, yeah, fucking take their shit in Japanese. Didn't know that they could understand them. I guess it still happened. There's only like one programmer, like they said, kept after, because they essentially got rid of like 5 programmers except for one. It was crazy.
And so, what engine was Sonic Adventure developed on?
That's what I'm
That's
trying
what
to
I
find.
don't know.
So, what I know so far is in '97 they canceled Sonic Extreme for the Sega Saturn.
Yes.
Then Naka, the producer, took his team and made the first 3 Sonic game, Adventure, right? To my knowledge.
Yeah. This is what they were doing after Knights, right? So Extreme was Sega of the USA, basically, and fucking this was the Japanese demo.
Okay, let me read just like what it says in the Wikipedia here, because I just noticed this. Naka wanted a 3D Sonic game, italics, but felt that only Sonic Team could undertake the endeavor. His refusal to let STI use the Knights game engine was instrumental in Extreme's cancellation. Due to the lack of Sonic games on the Saturn, according to Retro Gamer, Sonic became part of the background by the mid-1997 game cycle. So it was astonishing to see that just 6 years after his debut, Sonic was already retro.
Nice.
Takashi Lizuka, who is the director over Yuji Naka, by the way, on both those games, had been let down because Sonic Team was not focusing on the series. So I'm seeing conflicting things already here. I'm seeing a lot of Yuji Naka saying things that a lot of people just flat out disagree with or are in opposition to.
Yeah, here it is. Fun fact, Yuji Naka once saw a development studio that made an engine he was impressed with, so he said to someone in a different language he was going to fire them all and take their engine.
Yeah, I think the guy's just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.